first one anyway. Yes. I don't know where the weather's going to handle. It might be okay. It's a bit murky. It may stay reasonably clear. Well, I say clear. No rain, but other than that, I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. Fuck it. Son of a bitch. Hip bone. Fucking thing. Oh man, don't ever get old. Oh dear. Getting old sucks. It sucks ass. We are going to go for this little adventure. Unfortunately, it's not sun shining, but that don't matter. It's not raining yet. I'm now going to wrestle my nuts off for the back cameras because they, the hinge is a little bit higher on this trail. It's a bit of a pain in the arse, but I'll give it a go anyway. Right. Let's have a look, see what we can do. Well, it would help if I turn these bloody cameras on, wouldn't it, really? I mean, that would be a good idea to start with, wouldn't it? I've had these on charge pretty much from Lichfield this morning. And that was at around about, what? Maybe around about 7:30. Yeah, about 7:30. So, at the end of the day, that helped me get these charged up good, pretty good. I just gotta hope I can get. Well, I'll be a soggy wet fish flapping around on the floor. They are not the shitty hinges as I thought. They are the reasonable hinges. Well, there you go. And I better shut the back doors. Put you there. You can have a look at the old. Are you the right way up? You alright? Yeah, you can do that. You'll have to hang on for a sec because I need to shut the back doors. I need to shut the back doors. It does feel like it's going to rain, but stuff it. Who cares? Fuck it for now. If these get wet, they get wet. They're designed to be outside anyway, so. Come on, where's that nice sweet spot? Fuck it, that'll have to do. You know, it hasn't rained while I've been sat there, and now it decides to rain. Fucking awesome stuff. Absolutely fucking awesome. It's just what I wanted. That's got to go around a bit more, hasn't it? Fucking hell. Oh, one more yet. Yeah, that's better. That is better. Right. Let me just fasten this up. The reason why it's not good when it rains is because now as soon as a fucking raindrop hits the lens on these things, that's it, you're fucked. It just, all you get is the blur effect of a raindrop and it fucking ruins the shot. But I am not Steven Spielberg, so fuck it. In all fairness, you know, I really don't think done this one. I don't think I have. Is that pointing up, down, left or right? With the ground being as wonky as it is, I don't know. You wouldn't want that in your tyre, would you? I think with the rain being as it is, we better shoot on off here. Look, see, straight in the fucking lens, and away you go. All you're going to see now is that fucking blur. Oh well, let's do what we can. Fucking shit weather. I hate the rain. I fucking hate the rain. I hate the rain. Oh, do you know what? I'm going to take this off. Oh, my fucking shoulder. Yes, ladles and jelly spoons, it is still fucking sore. Still getting no relief from it. Still a pain in the arse. And I think I'm gonna... Is that pissing you off? I have news for you, Laurie. The coolant level isn't low because I checked it. I did the dip test with my finger. Right. I think we are ready to rock and roll, I reckon. That way. We can hope the rain only peters a little bit and then eventually subsides. But if it comes down in torrents, I think, yeah, I think it'd be appropriate for you lot to start giggling at me. Come on, you stupid thing. I've been backwards and forwards and you bloody things go up and down like a bloody yo-yo. Yeah. There's a lump there. Oh, don't you just love it? HGV's parked right outside a fucking gate. Which clown come up with that fucking good idea? Yeah, I know, I'm sorry about that, dude. You cannot see behind this fucking bunch of idiots. This is the same kind of problem we have at, what's somebody call it? Yeah, there's two places actually. Lichfield Tesco, Fradley, coming out of there, and with the park all around there. There is realistically one point on that road where I can say with a modicum amount of yeah. Anyway, see, if you park all the way around that road, there's most of it you're fucked because you end up driving on the wrong side of the road and you're blind. There is one point where you can park where there's no double yellow lines and you can see for oncoming traffic. Then there's the other one, which is it called Hickley or something, or Hinkley Road or whatever, which is the one that leads into Unilever. Again, that's another shit road for lorry drivers that park there, which is soft because they've got double yellow lines that go down so far, and yet the double yellow lines end and then start again, sort of like, I'd say 7 or 8 vehicles right past the gate of Unilever. So then obviously you'll get lorry drivers who are, let's just say, this stupid, right? Because there's no other way for it. I mean, you might disagree and you're going to think, well, you're a lorry driver, Jay. So yeah, I am, and I. But the thing I don't get is that these selfish fuckers that decide to park on that street, and I don't care about the excuses, well, we got nowhere else to park. Well, actually that's not true, because not 2 miles down the road there's 2 fucking services. You could park down there. I don't blame drivers for those situations entirely, I will say that much, because at the end of the day it is an industrial area, and as an industrial area surely there's going to be fucking Arctics going up and down there at some point, right? It's just a given, okay? For the places to be built with only access roads and nowhere for HGVs to park is fucking ridiculous! Because it is, isn't it, really? Because then you are led in that way where there's going to be drivers who don't give 2 fucks about anybody else. They're concerned about them and them alone. Fuck everybody else. If they're parked directly outside a gate, which then obstructs view, obstructs getting out and obstructs getting in, they don't give 2 shits. They're alright, Jack, fuck you! And that's the attitude you tend to get, which is not fair, right? Instead of thinking, well, hang on, if I park my vehicle here, are they going to get round me? Can they see to get round me? No, that's not even fucking anywhere near a thought that they could produce in their mind. Fucking absolutely unreal it is, unbelievable. But that's just my opinion, I'm sticking to it. And it's like that there. Again, you can't blame the drivers solely. No, you can't, because it is an industrial park. There are a bunch of fucking units there, and they have to have their shit collected, right, by HGV. But unfortunately, the place that it's built in have only got access roads to these places, and there's nowhere to park. So what they do, of course, as every HGV is going to do, is stuff themselves wherever they can stuff themselves, right? I had a similar situation yesterday, right? I pulls down, and I was up, it's called Loamshay, right? Loamshay Industrial Estate in Nelson. Wonderful place. And I used to go there years ago when we used to collect out of, well, it used to be called McCaw's to start with, and then a company called Cotton bought that, and then that's gone all together now. Anyway, it was like, when I got there, it was like reminiscing, thinking, oh, I used to go there, I've done that. So of course I went down there, and I gets into the street, and then I turns right into this one street, and at the end of that street you turn left, and I'm like, you can't see fuck all, because of course there is an Arctic parked right on the corner, right? So there's your first hazard. Straight away you're struggling to see what's beyond it. Again, it's not their fault entirely, because they're there to collect something, like I was, right? And so I drive round and I'm squeaking past people, and I get to this at the bottom of the dead end street, and the next thing I can do then is like, what can I do now? So I'm having to reverse my vehicle into another street and turn round, which of course there was a car that decided to spin around in the street that I'm actually trying to reverse into, making my life a fucking hell. But then again, whatever, that's a car driver and they are clueless. So anyway, I get myself turned round because I drove past the entrance to the place I wanted, and there was a vehicle waiting to get in there, and I had to park myself out of the way so that people could get round, and so that they could see past me, which they could, and I wasn't blocking any junctions. I was a little bit in the way of an entrance, but I wasn't blocking it. So I myself struggled to find somewhere to go and book in. But the best part about it is that I was illegal. Shh, don't tell anybody. And anyway, right, what are you supposed to do? Okay, what are you supposed to do? If there's a place that has to have HGVs traverse this place regular to collect a product, then they should also have areas for these vehicles to park. You can't just build these places and magically hope that a fucking parking spot's going to appear. It doesn't work like that. I wish that these fucking architects and contractors would get together and speak to general haulage companies and go, right out, this is what we're going to build. Do you have any suggestions? Have we overlooked anything? And the first thing that anybody with a bit of common sense would say, where's the lorries going to park? What do you mean where they're going to park? When they get inside the buildings? It don't work like that. That's just talking out your arse. Unfortunately, it don't work like that. Because you could get to the place, and depending on what the company is and what they do and how they run, you might pull up and you might be an hour early. And they'll go, no, fuck off. You're too early. Come back at such and such. Whereas another company might go, yeah, no worries, come on, yeah, park there, have a cuppa. You know what I mean? Very seldom that happens, but you know, it can. So there you have that situation. So then a guy who's a logistics whiz would say, well, you'd have to have obviously access rail there. You're going to need to have parking for vehicles of that nature so that they can wait, just in case, because you don't know who's going to be in these warehouses. And then, of course, they will then reassess the road and maybe a little bit of land and go, oh, okay, then so what we can do then is if we, instead of having 2 footpaths either side of the road, we only really need one, don't we? That's a fucking smart idea, that is, dude. You do only really need one. So what we can do is we can fuck that one off, widen it a little bit, so all the lorries can park down there if they need to wait to get into one of these places. Well, fuck me, if I'd have fucking thought of that when I was drawing this fucking map up, I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know how I just overlooked this shit. Easy, because you're a fucking playbed. Unfucking believable. So, you know, these are the sort of things that gets done through all the places that most of us general haulage drivers go to. It's the sort of situations that we're always up against, right? And it's frustrating for not just us trying to find somewhere to park, but it's also frustrating for others trying to get the fuck out all round it. And breathe. You know, changing gear would be nice. Why are you struggling in 12th? No, stick it in 11, because we're not going fucking fast enough for 12. But you know what I mean. It's a simple thing of assessing where you're going to put a site, right, especially a DC, or even a manufacturer, somebody who actually makes their own product. If they make their own product and they also have logistics for that product, then realistically what would be nice is if they actually had areas to park their vehicles and areas for visitors like myself, if I'm going to be visiting, to, you know, have a look and see and go, oh, I can park there. I'm not in the way. I'm not intruding. I'm not causing a hazard like some of these places are. And if you are a HGV driver and you are in that situation, you will understand what I'm getting at. It's frustrating. And this is the one of the fucking annoying thing is, nobody gives a shit, right? Nobody gives a fucking shit. They don't care. It's like, well, get on with it, fuck it, dad. I know, what's going to do with me? I'm sat behind a fucking desk clicking keys. It's got fuck all to do with me. Well, actually, it has. Do you like it when I whinge? Well, you know what it's like, you know, you have to find something of a moan at now and again, do you? So, there you are, moan, 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 moan. I am so pissed off the fact that this weather has turned out like it has, considering it's been fine for a fucking hour and a half. Oh well, whatever. We are, at the moment, we're sort of workshop-ish. That's where we are, workshop-ish. And I'm heading to Derby. It'll just have to be a rain-filled fucking video, won't it? Fuck it. Oh wait. Don't get many of these, do I? No. And I don't think I've actually done this one. And what I'm going to do as well, I'm taking a slight bit of a, one of them, bit of a detour. It'll be a nice little detour as well, because I haven't videoed that detour. It'll be quite interesting. Well, I think it'll be interesting anyway. It'll be another one of those things where you'll either like it or you won't. See this road here, right? If you look down the left hand side there, you can see the fact that the foliage is sort of encroaching onto the road. You would have thought that the fucking council would go, I think we need to trim that shit. Now take a look at this road, right, in particular, right? Looking down the right hand side of the vehicle, you can see these hatchings in the centre of the road, okay? It's hilarious. Whoever come up with this fucking idea needs to really fucking have a good long think of their fucking job career, because look at this fucking lot here, right? All these cars parked on the right, okay? What are you labelling for? Fucking change gear. They've blocked the road off. They've blocked the complete road off. They're parked on the road and it's completely blocked. And the best part about it is they've scrubbed out the fucking lines and put this stupid ghost shit in the way when they could have actually assessed it and put a road in and made a bloody parking place for all those people, and then had a nice decent bit of road to ride on. I mean, where's the logic in that? Sometimes, you know, I feel like I am in a dream, right? I am in a dream and well, it's not a dream, it's a fucking nightmare, and I'm waiting to wake up. Because some of the things that I see and I hear, I'm like, is that a fantasy sort of thought or what? What's going on? That don't make sense. What's going on? How can that happen? No. Have you ever sort of you've been doing something and then you're doing something else and then you're doing something else and then you go back to doing the same thing before, but it's like, hang on, that don't look right. I have done it before, but something's changed. What the fuck? I know it seems a bit odd, an odd explanation, but it's weird. I feel like, you know, that I wake up in one dimension and go to bed in another fucker. Honestly, it's fucking strange. Have you ever felt like that? Do you feel like the Matrix is there, fucking trying to creep around your fucking head? Oh dear. I'll tell you though, there has been times where I've gone somewhere or done something and I'm like, well, that don't look as though it belongs, or that's not quite right, or I don't remember that being there. I mean, obviously things are going to change over time. I have that I know that's a fucking possibility, but not things that are normally set in fucking stone. They don't tend to change. But that's the way the brain works, I'm afraid. You know, your memories are never going to be exact. Things are not going to be the right way around. That's another thing that really pisses me off sometimes, is that when I do things or see things, it's the wrong way around. Have you ever had that? Like a mirror fucking... Oh, that's hilarious. I love that. That really fucking... No, it's alright. Don't worry about it. Your brain's doing a flip-flop. Don't panic, it'll right itself in a minute. I have some fucking... I'll tell you what, you know. some of the things that has happened to me, right? It's like, does this shit really exist? I mean, there I am, right? I'm getting myself ready for bed, and I shit you not, which is a bit of a, yeah, I don't like that, yeah, I ain't gonna change it. Do you ever feel like somebody's fucking watching you, right? I've had that before, you know, not like as in someone peeping through a fucking window, I mean literally fucking standing on your shoulders looking at you going, my fucking skin just goes like poxy goosebumps, as though somebody's fucking walking by me. Always when I'm in my bedroom. When they come with me missus, I suppose. That'd be a shock, wouldn't it? Good. Now, it'd actually be quite nice to say, but hey ho. But you know what I mean? As sometimes it doesn't happen all the time. There I am, and all of a sudden, it's like zing, fucking, oh man. And I have this sensation that there's something there. And I don't believe in on that shit. I don't believe in ghosties. I just don't. And before you say it, right? Well, what other explanation is it for, Jess? And I go, well, you see, there is one. There is one that people don't tend to think of, and that there would be multiple dimensions. There's that one. You see that little chestnut that people don't think of. Like I said to you, sometimes I feel like I wake up in one and then I'm fucking going to sleep in another fucker. So, you know. Yeah. Have I got you intrigued now, have I? Huh? Are you sitting there? Are you glued? Right? On the edge of your chair, thinking, whoa, have I ever experienced anything like that? Fuck. Yes, James, you have. Think about it. Tell you what, all the goosebumps are there. And the fucking rain's coming down, look, eh? Fucking great for frogman. I need to move where am I going? We're going southbound now, so I've got to move over. Move over. At least I think I've got to move over. Have I got to move over? I have got to move over. Where am I? I don't know. What year is it? I have no idea. There I am, right? I'm sitting downstairs and I'm watching telly, and in the corner of my eye, there we have it. There's a fucking, what's the name? There's this glimpse in my eyes, you know, just catch it. But I'm in the fucking living room, you know what I mean? I am in my living room. I'm like, and then I'm double taking all the fucking time. So always something catches in the corner of my fucking eyes, but I can never find it because it's like, unless there's a spider, then I can see that fucker, like, you know, like fucking marching across the living room. I go, I take the notice and don't bother that down. But yeah, I'll just be minding my own business, watching telly, like. Or there'll be that one where you're sitting there watching telly and all of a sudden the neck, your head is going, it's like. But the thing is though, behind me, right, is my stairs, right? Nothing else, just the stairs. So where I sit, I've got the stairs, because my stairs are in the living room. And it's weird, it really is. Do you know what I've always wondered, right? In my living room, under the stairs, where my chair is, right? So, well, chair isn't under the stairs, but yeah, it's hard to explain. But anyway, my chair, my settee is sort of like in line with the stairs. The stairs go up the back of my settee. But underneath, where all my junk and shit is normally kept, where I chuck shit when I don't, yeah, it's whatever. There's some of the old original black floor tiles, but there's a section of the floor tiles that sounds hollow, which is really, really weird. Now, it could be something innocent. It could be just that the screed might have come loose over the years, and it just sounds like when you tap, it sounds hollow. But when you go around it, it's funny how it's only 4 tiles, which is like the size of a fucking manhole cover. You know what I mean? And the rest is rock hard. It's going dunk, 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 dunk. I have been tempted over the years to actually like investigate, but I ain't that brave. No. It's just no. Not a chance. Maybe one day, you know, if I've managed to get lucky and win the lottery, and then I end up I can leave, you know what I mean? I may just stick a fucking hammer down there and have a look, see if it's anything untoward. But nah, because you just don't know, do you? I mean, the house is old. It was built in the 1960s. I think it was 1963, to be honest with you. So, how long's that? Fucking hell, it's years, isn't it? How long is that? 37 plus 19. What's that? 37 plus 19. 40 what? 50. Holy crap, 52. Is that right? Does that make sense? 52? Really? That can't be right. 37, 19. 37, 19. 37, 19. My brain's turned off, I can't think. Hello, right. 57. Just put a comment below if my maths sucks, because my brain ain't turned on for maths today. I've left that bit at home. Yeah. It's just one of those things, isn't it? Have you ever found something weird in your own home when you've been there for donkeys, and then you do something and it reveals a hidden thing, you know? It's like, oh, I don't know, that was there. Yeah. I don't know if I ought to say that. That would be a bit weird. No. When I first moved into the house, right, and I'd got reasonably settled, I think the girl that I moved in with was she still there? No, she'd gone because she was only there for a while long anyway. But I'd say I'd been in the house probably around about 12 to 18 months, maybe, something like that. I was settled-ish, but I think I was on my own at that point. I'm sure I was. And I was up in the loft, like I normally do, chucking crap up there, which is the general thing that people do with their shit, and they just fucking wang it up the loft. I mean, my loft looks like a packaging dispensary, to be fair, but hey-ho. I was having a furk up there, just being nosy, because obviously the people who had it before me, I think he was a lorry driver, and I think he lived on his own, and he'd moved and what have you, but hey-ho, that's who I bought it off. But previous to that, obviously there'd be somebody else in there. Yeah, and I'm furking around up there, being nosy, looking, oh, that's interesting, what's that? And down because you've obviously got the laths, and you've got the insulation between the laths, because I need little pieces of wood to stand on, like, it's not a floorboarding. Down the side of one of those laths, in between the insulation, there was a photograph of a naked man with his bits out. When he was naked. And it was a Polaroid. I laughed my bollocks off. I thought this was fucking... How does that happen? I mean, what the fuck? And I'll be honest with you, right? it's either going to be still up there, or I binned it. I may have binned it, but that loft now is so full of my crap. I mean, I can't really remember, but I've got a funny feeling, I like the most of the crap that was in there, that if it was useful, I kept it. If it wasn't, it got binned, and I imagine it would have got binned. I don't see any point in keeping that, to be fair, because it's not the sort of thing that I would be. No, not for me. Anywho, these are the sort of things that people leave behind, and whenever they move, they're always going to forget something, right? It does make you wonder what people got up to in that house all those years ago. You see, I mean, I've been in that place now for the better part of 20 years, right? 20 years. The person that was in there before me, he'd been in there for, I think he was in there 15 years, I think, or somewhere to that effect. He was in there for a while. He might have been in there a little longer, I don't know. So then you've got to think of who else is after that. So now you're going back, what, we've already gone 30 fucking 5 years, so 40 years maybe, say, something like, who knows? You see what I mean? So it makes you wonder what people have gotten up to in the house that you're living in. This is why I don't really want to investigate that hollow sound underneath my fucking stairs. No, I'm not brave enough. I really ain't. No. I'm a scaredy cat. Maybe when I'm sitting down and I fucking feel the googly bumps up the fucking back of my neck, he might be something fucking trying to tell me something, like, you know, like, I'm down here! Oi! You know what I mean? Oh, am I going to catch up with these now, Mike? Why did it have to rain? No need. This is terrible. Oh well. But anyway, when it comes to things like that, what do you do? I mean, what do you want to do about those? Do you want to just leave it, take the notice, pretend it never happened, or investigate? What can you investigate though if it's something that's a feeling? You can't really investigate a feeling, can you? Then again, a hunch is a feeling, I suppose, so there is that, but or a sensation, that's more of the word, isn't it? You can't investigate a sensation. No. That doesn't make sense. Ah, you're fucking off now, are you? Thank you! Oh, man. I don't know. What do you do? What do you do? Who, other than the Ghostbusters, can you call? I don't know. Have you heard any encounters like that? Anything that creeps you out, like fucking really gives you the willies, like, you know what I mean? Or it's like, have you got one of those neighbours that you always steered clear from because it's just like you have this thing in your mind where in that shed there's a few fucking body parts hanging up on hooks, you know, all that sort of shit. Have you ever had anything like No. The encounters of strange and weird stuff I mean, yeah. And you would have thought, like, I mean, as a kid, I mean, I've even sort of messed about in an abattoir, for crying out loud, you know what I mean? The old slaughterhouse round the corner from where I live. Yeah, that was a fun place to play, I'll tell you that now. Yeah, oh yeah, I was a young teenager, I think I was about maybe 13 or 14, I think. Something like that, 13, 14, something around about there. Let me think. Might have been 14. I'll tell you what, I'll go 14, 15, I think I might have been. That was when I was playing around in the old abattoir. Yes. There were some amusing times in there. And I'll say that... yeah, I'll leave it at that. I'm not on about the job that the guys were doing. No, I'm on about the humour that the guys had. Right? The slaughtermen, they were funny as fuck. Yes, well, I suppose you've got to have a sense of humour at some point, didn't you, really? But, yeah, fucking funny. Oh, dear. There was, when it comes to, like, the weird and creepy shit. Weird and creepy? Not experienced it myself, but there was a story that a friend of mine told me. Right, so you can take this with a pinch of salt, it's entirely up to you. And it's only a quick little thing, because he says there was the what do you call it, the path of a canal. There may have been alcohol involved and a few other savoury bits. And he says there was him and an handful of others, and just the two of them were. I think he said he was sitting down on the edge somewhere, because whatever. He may have been on one of those fucking barges, because I know he's had a few of them in the years, like, but I don't think he did back then. But anyway, beside the point. He says, there we are, having a good time, and he says this object, it was fucking huge, because it was so low, went straight over the top of them, right, without making a sound. And it wasn't dark, it was morning. And they turned to each other and says, did you just see that? And the other one was like, eh? Fuck. And that was it. And they swore never to mention anything like that ever again. He didn't elaborate as to what it was. He just said it flew over the top, silent, big, and yeah. And I'm thinking he must have been on shrooms. But who knows? If two of them seen the same thing, you know what I mean? Who's to say what it was? No. Nobody knows. Nobody's had a clue. I mean, it could have been a radio-controlled glider. There is always that, if you want to debunk the shit, like, you know what I mean? But in his mind, he thinks he saw a UFO. Many of you out there may have had an unidentified flying object encounter. If you say UFO, everybody thinks aliens, but if you say unidentified flying object, all that actually means is that it's an object that's flying in the sky that you don't know what it is. Doesn't necessarily mean it's aliens. It's got more chance of being aliens as me having my sack bitten off by a Tyrannosaurus Rex. No. It's not going to happen. Anyway, I've never seen any aliens. Not that I've gone out to investigate. But then again, is that really true? As my mind casts back, I went out for a laugh, right? I went out on a reasonably clear night, and I got my camcorder. I got my Sony camcorder. With my Sony camcorder, recording onto digital tape, has also got night vision. Okay, so I pointed it up at the sky and pressed record, and left it there for about, I don't know, a few minutes or so, and I think I found myself a UFO. I even put it on my channel as well. Not this one, the other one. Oh, well, I'll put it on there. It's really strange. I mean, I don't know what it is, I ain't got a clue, but it seemed to be the only thing that was moving, and there was nothing else around, so it could have been a UFO. Who knows? Because I don't know what it was. But it doesn't mean it's aliens. It's just unidentified to me. It'd be fun if it was. There's one thing I've always wanted to do when it comes to the likes of that kind of crap, and that's having a really, really strong, powerful telescope that I could put a camera on it and have it so that it will track the moon. And I want it to really fucking zoom in there so that you can literally see the rocks in 4K. None of this fucking fuzzy shit. I want true 4K, crisp, clean images of the moon in video form. I really do, because some of the crap that you see out there is like, well, that's a bit suspicious, but it's pixelated. Yeah, it looks like something else at the moment because it's fucking pixelated. It could look like that, fair enough. I mean, you've got that sort of like, yeah, your eyes will do and your brain will fucking furk around with it, but unless it's actually right there in front of your face in HD, 4K, whatever you want, fucking high definition, you name it, even fucking 3D if you can do it. But, you know, whether they'll let that happen, I don't know. I know there was rumours of a bunch of countries trying to get back up to the moon. I heard that somewhere. I can't remember the fuck I heard that now. Where was that? That might have been on one of the YouTube fucking things, I suppose. It's possible. They were scrapping to get back up there. Might have been Tyler's, I think, on the old security team. Maybe. Possible. But I mean, my question to that would be is why not go back up there? Yes, there's going to be a financial thing to do with it, I suppose, whereas it costs a shitload of money to get to the moon. But I think if the 1%ers chipped in, I'm sure they could fucking afford it. It ain't like it'd fucking bankrupt them, would it? You know what I mean? But this time, get up there and establish a base. Build a fucking habitat up there. That's, you know, and then come up with some technology which would get us off the planet to the fucking moon with less energy, less money, and quicker. I suppose other than tying a fucking rope to it, I don't know what I don't know what else you could do. Oh dear. What would you call that though? A trans-dimensional lift? Would that work? No, that don't sound right, does it? Oh dear. What can we call it? Earth to moon monorail? No. Earth to moon teleporter? No, because then that means you've got to go oh, fucking Star Trek. We ain't got that far yet. Cable car? Yeah, well, whatever. I don't know. I am intrigued though to know what's actually up there. What is on the moon, if anything. What I don't get though, right? All this moon crap. If we did or we didn't land on the moon, and I'm always going to say we did, I don't care. I'm just happy to say it. Because I'd like to think that we did, you know what I mean? Even with the fucking technology that wouldn't even start a fucking kettle. But, you know, I'd still like to say, yeah, we did that. We got on the moon. But why would you want to hide any kind of information that was found up there, regardless to what it was? If there was some artifacts of some kind up there, why would you want to hide that stuff? What purpose would it be that would cause any kind of, you know, group or body or whatever to say, no, we can't show that to the public because it'll freak them out? Who are they to decide whether we'd be freaked out or not? It'd be strange. We'd probably want to go back again and go, can you go and get some more info? It's costing us a fucking fortune, this is the... Yeah, but we want to go get a bit more. But other than that, I don't understand why they find this urge to cover all this shit up. I mean, that's the worst thing you can do. You start fucking covering crap up, people are just gonna draw their own conclusions and think of some shit up and go, well, that could be the... Well, and then somebody else get some like-minded go, you know what, you ain't far. That sounds really good. I wonder if that could be true. You know how it snowballs. This is how fake news gets born, you know what I mean? Some fucking monkey behind a computer goes and makes some shit up, and then some other idiot goes, oh, well, that sounds true. But other than that, if there are countries out there that are deciding to go back to the moon, can they please bring a 4K video recorder? Just take it with you. You can take me fucking Sony with you if you want. A fucking iPhone would do it just as good. I mean, they can record at 4K these days, for shit's sake. There's another thing as well. Why is it that mobile phone footage is always shit? And why is it that people still don't know how to record with a mobile phone? Right? When you hold it upright, that's portrait. When you flip it onto its side, that's landscape. If you record video with landscape, you get a fucking landscape. They call it portrait mode for the reason, because it's for portrait. When you take a picture of something, it's a portrait. Oh, and also as well, why is it that when it's uploaded onto YouTube, it's as fuzzy and blurry as shit? Right? There's no definition to it whatsoever. Do you know, I can record shit on my mobile phone and upload it at the rate that I want to. Instead of it being the minimum of what I think it's 240p. I mean, I think you do 140. Is it 148 you can do? I know it's 240. What's that low one? Anyway, it's the stuff that's less than fucking 1960s. You know what I mean? That kind of quality. Coming from a phone that's capable of recording at 4K. I've figured out how to get the 4K up onto YouTube. That was, I stumbled across that by mistake. And I've also got that on my other channel as well. Yeah. I explain how it works. And it's easy. It's there. It ain't hidden. It ain't like some fucking secret thing that, oh, we better keep that to one side so we don't have people. No, it's there. You can do it. Away you go. But I just think to myself, why can't they just do it in fucking HD for a change? Upload it in HD. It's a doddle. It's a piece of piss. But when it comes to recording stuff up in the sky though, have you noticed that when you look at it with your own eyeballs, it seems like it's reasonably close? But as soon as you stick a camera on it, it's like fucking miles away. It's like, what the hell? And then you have to zoom it in just to fucking find it. It's like, oh man. I don't get that. I just don't fucking get that at all. No. It's a bit curious. Now you could say that because of the shape of the eye and the way the light refracts off the back of the eye and retina and all that sort of shit like that, and it distorts, but then your brain just sort of fiddles around with it, and then, you know what I mean, because your eyes see shit upside down, it's your brain that fucking rewrites it apparently, so, you know, all that kind of thing that goes with it. And then obviously a camera lens will see it, but it sees it in its natural form. Which instead of it being like, fucking hell, that's a big cloud that is, and you can put the camera on it and the cloud's fucking so far away it looks like a fucking mess. You know, that's the sort of thing it is. It's all to do with the way the light bounces off the back of your eye. Yeah. Here's a cool little experiment for you to try, right? Get your mobile phone. If you've got, I don't suppose many people do though these days. If you've got a reasonably big mirror, right, stand up against the mirror with your mobile phone in your hand, right, doing a selfie, and look at the phone, and then walk back about 10 paces, and then keep the phone there, and then look at the phone again. In the mirror, the phone is exactly the same size whether you're there or fucking over there. Work that one out. That's a fucking matrix bender, that is, straight away. Yeah. I was like, how does that work? How can that happen? Perception, apparently. Something to do with that shit. The way mirrors work. Mirrors work in mysterious ways. Can you imagine that there's a reverse world somewhere out there? And mirrors are the reverse world that copy everything that we do. And the only time we get to see this reverse world is when we actually stand in front of a mirror. Oh man, talk about fucking Steven Spielberg coming up here. That's a fucking Stephen King, that isn't it? Yeah. See, this is when you delve into the realms of my brain, when things just fucking roll around. I passed the threshold. Oh, come on, hurry up. I've got places to go and people to see. Right, I've got to remember that when I get down to the first set of island, well, the first set, the first island of the Derby 3 is what I call them. Instead of going over them, I've got to go left at the first one and follow that road around and then do some jiggery pokery. That should be fun. I think that'd be strange, that would, if you was looking at a mirror and then you was able to step into the mirror, because everything that you know would now be in reverse. That'd be weird. That'd be really strange. Yeah, no, that would be just boggers. Absolutely bonkers, absolutely bonkers. I do think it'd be interesting if you was able to pass through dimensions though. That'd be awesome. Even though I already fucking feel like half the time. Oh, that'd be cool. If I was able to jigger around with time, the only place that I would end up would be 1988. Yeah, I think I'd have to do that one again. See what happens. Because if I correct, well, I say correct. That's not really the right terminology. It's not correct, is it? It's how can I put it? Change the outcome. I know it sounds a little bit like correction, but no, changing the outcome. It's not a correction, it's more of a different line to go. I'd like to try that. And even now, and I think I mentioned this not so long ago, I want to go back to 1988 just to find out what her name is. It's constantly bugging the piss out of me. Honestly, I'm terrible. I'm absolutely terrible. Terrible! I just can't let it go. I had visions ain't right, thoughts, you know what I mean, like fantasy thoughts sounds wrong though, doesn't it? Because it's like an imagination of what if or what could. Is that you go back, right, and I find out that her name is somebody who I've always thought of all these years, since 1977, 78. I'll never forget her name. Maxine. Yes. I think. Yeah. Her last name, I even remember her last name as well. Her last name is Maxine Carfield. Yes. When we used to go to Shell Island, 1978, I'd say to be somewhere like, because I was only a babby anyway, so it'd either be 77, 78, may even be 79, might even be in the 80s as well. Well, no, I think it was definitely 70s, because I wasn't in double figures in age. And we used to play on the sand dunes. It'd be me and my sister, because she was alive. She was around, I think she would be about, so it was, yeah, she'd be about 3 or 4. So yeah, be about 78, 79, something like that. Hang on, she was 5. Ah, no, hang on. Was she that old? Hang on, let me think. I'm trying to get the time right. It's been a long time. Yeah. Let me think. So, 5. Could be, I suppose. 6. Because she was only a dot, so she wasn't really. Might have been scrolling a bit. Let's have a look. She might have been 3. So, if she was 3, I'd be 7. So yeah, it's about right. So 78-ish. Yeah. Yeah, about that. Yeah, I always remember her. Yeah. Don't know why. There was another girl that I met, I think, the following year, and again, I wasn't in double figures. I was only a babby, and her name was Bridget. Yes, her mother was the strange one. As far I say that in all the politeness, in the loving way. She was very strange because she was fanatical with brushing her teeth. I mean, she literally carried a fucking toothbrush wherever she went. She'd have something to eat and she'd be doing that, like, you know what I mean? Oh, she was fanatical. That's how it comes across in my mind anyway. Don't forget, I was about fucking 8. So, there you go. I don't remember what her last name was. No, I don't remember what her last name was. But I do remember her first name being Bridget. It's not the kind of name you'd forget, really. It's the same with Maxine, I suppose. It's unusual. But why is it that I can remember 2 names fucking over 40 years ago, and yet I couldn't remember her name? Oh, man! How is that possible? So this is the theory in my mind, right? Obviously, when she shouted out, "Oh, James, how you doing?" And I'm like, what the fuck? And because she looked so familiar, I am actually wondering, because of the hair as well, because the hair was a bit of a giveaway. Well, say giveaway, it was close. She was shorter, I'll grant you that, but it was blonde, not your fucking bottle shit. This was proper blonde, right? Could it have been Maxine? I don't know. I don't want to jump to any conclusions or anything like that, no, because unless I'm lucky enough to actually, take part in a secret experiment to travel back in time, to travel back to 1988 and give myself a fucking swift kick in the tits. Oh, man. And go and fucking ask her what her name is. And just be polite about it. Just say, look, I'm a complete gomper, and your face is, I know your face, but your fucking name is gone. I've been to bed since then. I'm a fucking teenager. I'm thick and stupid. I've got to wait fucking 35 years before my brain grows, you know what I mean? I ain't that fucking smart, man. Oh, I was dull as shit, I tell you. Well, to be honest with you, I'm still fucking dull now, but hey ho, these things happen. But You know what I mean? I was not the smartest bulb. It's because, realistically, the shit that people wanted to teach me was just boring. The other stuff was fun, but I have. Well, anywho. So, with that being said and all that, all the other funky stuff that happens in the world, how can I put it? It'll be one of those unsolved mysteries of all time. The ones that you can just never figure out. It just will not come to you. There'll be no answer. There'll be no reveal of the super secret. It'll be just none. And yeah, it's fucking annoying. Whatever. Whatever. But I do know this much. As I'm sitting here driving this truck, I am 48, I think. I fucking hope so. What year is it? Yeah, 48. I'm only a stone's throw away from 50, which is fucking scary. But then again, 40 was fucking scary, and so was 30. I wasn't too bothered about 20, but fucking 30 was a bit of a pain. And 40 was even worse, and now it's fucking 50. It's like, where the fuck is all this time going? Oh, I know. I keep wishing for Friday. Stop it! Well, if my life was a little bit more exciting, and it wasn't as boring as it is, I wouldn't keep wishing for the fucking weekend to hurry up. It's only because I don't like work. I mean, that's a fucking given, that, isn't it? Nobody. Unless you are a lucky person, and your work is your passion, nobody likes work. Nobody. I'm telling you. You're lying if you like work. Lying through your ass. I fucking hate it. I'd like to be able to find something I could do that was, sort of, I'd enjoy, but also made money. I'd love to do that. That'd be fun. But I don't know. I just don't know. No. I wouldn't mind being a private investigator. I bet that'd be fun. Again, I'm just not brave enough for that kind of curriculum. That career would just not work for me, because I'd ask some questions and I'd probably end up asking the wrong person a certain question and end up being fucking beaten up or something stupid. So now I couldn't do it. I wouldn't be now good at it. No. If I had superpowers, well, then I would definitely be a fucking private eye. Oh yeah. If I didn't have to worry about being beaten up because I didn't give a shit, because I couldn't beat me up, then, that'd be awesome, wouldn't it? You know what I mean? You could walk in any fucking room then, couldn't you? You wouldn't give a shit. Somebody pulls the gun out you and pulls the trigger, you just laugh at him and go, heh, fuck off. You know what I mean? Oh! Yeah, that'd be cool. That would be so cool. Can you imagine the shit you could get up to, though? Because you know what happened, wouldn't you? You'd have somebody who was a bit like me, for argument's sake, who would go off and do the good stuff, but didn't care about how they got there to do the good stuff. That if I had that kind of superpower, trust me, I'd do it, but there wouldn't be oh, it wouldn't be prim and proper, no. Oh, you can't do that, no. Oh, fuck it, no. I'd like to pull fingers and wrench off arms and whack them with the soggy end, without a doubt, to find the truth. Ah, fuck me, too right. Because the people who are withholding this shit, right, more than likely, they're not very nice people anyway. So yes, that'd be... Now, I'd enjoy that job. That'd be hilarious, that, wouldn't it? You know what I mean? Oh, fucking hell, brilliant. Uh-oh, watch out, he's coming. Aye, aye. I'd just like to ask you a few questions. When was the last time you seen such and such? I don't know what you're talking about. Let me rephrase. You know what I mean? Oh dear. Oh. That is my... I forgot to turn my phone off. Crap. That's my ringtone. That is my ringtone for my phone. It always makes me laugh, that does. I think it's funny as fuck. Funny as fuck. We are going this way, that the way, this way, this way, my, oh my. Oh dear, dear. If you really think about it though, right? If that was ever possible, a bit like say the Jessica Jones, right, and you was able to investigate and not give a crap about who is in the way of your information and not have to worry about the fear of consequences, just imagine the shit you could get done. Oh man, the things you would find out. Right, and ultimately the culprits that do the fucking shit that you'd be able to just, yeah, that'd be funny. It'd be an interesting job, actually. I think it would. I think it'd be cool. It'll be just like the average man. I think you would have to be some sort of special powered person to go back in time, though, wouldn't you? That'd be a given. Because just in case you do something you shouldn't be doing, or shouldn't do. Anyway. Well, I've not videoed this bit. It's just a shame it's pissing it down of rain, isn't it? I have been this way before. I was on... Where was I? I was up in... where was I? What do you think? I think I was dropping something off in Denby. And then I was supposed to go to Derby, which is where I'm going now. And I'm like, hang on. Can I get rent? Because I was thinking about going up to the islands and all the way up to the A50, then along the A50. Then I'm thinking now, you know that when you have the brain starts to fucking kick in, and I realised that you can go this way, and it is a darn sight quicker. I don't mean because of the traffic being slow and all that shit. No, it's a lot closer than going all the way up there and all the way up there and all the way there. And yeah, it ain't far from here. It's literally down the road. So yeah, I was quite surprised how close it was. Oh, that don't look good. Nottingham Road closed at the something roundabout. Is that Pentagon roundabout? Oh, it's not Pentagon Island. Where's the Pentagon Island? I hope that doesn't mean that I can't go where I've got to go, because that would be fucking shit. I don't even know what fucking island that's all about. I mean, what? No, can't be. Can't be. If it is, I'm going to be pissed off. We'll try it. We can easily turn around and come back, can't we? I don't know. I just don't know. Oh, I got it. I don't know where the road is closed. I mean, it might be closed where in an opposite direction to where I've got to go, which would make sense. Please let me get to where I gotta go. Oh, I got an itch in my toes, man. It's too bad. Well, it definitely would be a bit of a pisser if I've got to turn around and come fucking back. I would not be impressed with that. Oof. Bleh. Well, oh, is this it, is it? Oh, I see. Okay, so this is the Pentagon Island. Oh, fair enough then. According to it, I want the second. And the second says diverted, so seems okay so far. That's annoying the piss out of me, that is. How about you? I'll have to steal a bit of road here. Just on the line of the road, so the trailer doors and cats a curve. It should be okay then if I do that. Oh, it's that road that's closed. Oh, that's... we don't want that. That's not fucking good, is it? We want to be up here. That's where we want to be. Yeah. There you go. Happy days. Brian Clough Way. That's what we want. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this will then sort of send you all the way to the little junction that I want, which is just round here. And if it does, and if it does, then hopefully with a bit of luck. Sure, 40. Yes, I'm doing fucking 40. Shut up. Don't know why, but I am. More roadworks, construction, refitting, faffing around with, messing with, pulling and poking and prodding. installing a new junction by the looks of it. Looks about right, doesn't it? Ooh, they've got a bit of a flyover being put there. Oh, that's going to be cool. Now I think, if I'm not 100% mistaken, that I want this next slip road off under this bridge. There should be a sign that says recycle somewhere or other around there, I reckon. It's got to be this one, 8. It's got to be. It's got to be. Oh, it's got to be. It's got to be. 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 It's got to be this one. I'm almost, not quite, but almost sure. Please be the right one. 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 Oh, what? This is weird. I don't remember doing this. Have I got to go down there? I think I have. I think I've got to go down here. I'm lost! Mother! This ain't right. I don't remember doing this. Sat Nav, are you sending me on a fucking wild goose chase? Maybe not. Ooh, yeah. See, I told you, sometimes shit just changes for the fucking sake of it. Oh, is that the wrong one? That's the wrong one. I don't want to get going down there. It's the next one around the corner. I'll go around the next one in the corner then. It's here somewhere. Oh, for fuck's sake. Where is it? I want to get off the road. Mother! Fuck's sake. Yeah. Gotta be this one. It's gotta be this one. It can't be anything else. It's gotta be this one. It's got to be this one. Please be this one. Yay! Ooh, then again. It's too fucking late there, I'm committed. I'll have to move over onto this lane now, I reckon. Because I'm going to be going right, not left. So I'm going to go right, not left. Ah. Yay. It's all good. Everything's fine. Only mild fucking traffic violations. Didn't matter though, because it didn't interfere with anybody. We're all right. Sounds like my iPod's having a moment. Isn't it wonderful? Just wonderful. Come with me as we gently stroll down this stupid fucking road. It's a stupid road, it really is a stupid road. That's bone. Fucking bone. But why, you ask? I have no idea. You would really think that it should be a 30-mile-an-hour road down here, at least. Or, if you really want to be pushy, 40. I think 40 would be fucking ample. No. Because it's a private road, it's 20 miles an hour. You're going to love this next bit though. Because we are going at this speed, you will feel it good and proper. Let's change gear, shall we? There you have it. Way, there's that fucker. We ain't finished now. Fuck off with fucking ninth, you stupid machine. Here we go. Yep, that's a fucking hole. Has he abandoned that there, or has he just fucking stopped? Okay, he's now decided to go backwards. With his phone in his hand. He's turning round. Okay then. Have it your way. Well that's it then. Ladles and jelly spoons were here. That's it. Done. End off. Time to go. And all the rest of it. Time to go. And I will speak to you a lot. Again some other time. Yeah. There's not much else to see around here, people. No, not at all. So, there is only really one thing left to do. Yeah. Go on then. Off you pop. Pop. Poppity poppins. Yeehaw! Ding 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 ding. We're off, we're going away. Yes, we're going away. It's been as over here now. What the fuck was that? Unknown. Oh, I've got a voice message. That's cool. What's the voice message for then? I wonder. Pause. I'll have a look at it. How do? Fuck. $150 or $151. $150 or $151. That's the trailer bay to go on. That must be all the way up here somewhere. This is very unusual. Huh? I don't get that eye. Ah, 150 or 151 parking spot. Ah, I get you. I understand. I thought he meant bay, not a fucking parking spot. No, it's a fucking parking spot. Just about next to the curbing. Fucking shoulder wrecking. I want to do one. Put the front wheel on the red line. Just like that. And because it's raining, turn them off. Time to go and get me crap. Oh, fucking hell. Ow. Oh, put you there. for now. You can go there for now. I want that bit. Just that bit for now. Oh, fucking hell. That was such an effort.